right. We get the 89 Cavs back. We got Steve. We got Justin in his juicing era, his smoothie era right now.
Yo.
Steve, what's going on, man?
I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I got humbled recently. I got humbled 2 days ago.
What happened?
I was on the way to the groceries. I was about to make a fire dish. You know, I get on my Carmi shit, and then I seen a group of people playing 3-on-3, and they looked like they were in an improv team. And I said, "Yeah, I might be able to get some buckets." So I go upstairs, I change, but then I knock on my neighbor's door because my neighbor, he be playing ball. He's younger than me. I was like, "Yo, bro, you trying to cook some people?" He was like, "All right, yo, let's get it." We go to the court, and we are busting ass, guys. Like, it is easy. It's tween, hezzy, straight to the lane, jab step, elbow, pump fake, J's. Like, we killing it. On the other side of the court, there's a whole bunch of kids that look like they listen to Playboy Cardi. And I want no parts of these kids because they're doing crazy shit and they're recording it, mind you. They're recording what they're doing.
That's the first red flag.
So I say, after we beat, the improv UCB house team, I'm giving daps like, okay, I'm about to go home and cook my very elegant steak sandwich. Then Playboy Cardi's fans come in and they're like, "Hey, y'all trying to run?" And I'm immediately going to say no. And my neighbor says, "Yeah, let's get it." We pick up 3 people from the improv group. We won 5-on-5. Brother, they were doubling me. I'm not Devin Booker. I will never be Devin Booker. There's no situation that you should be doubling my black ass. There's no situation there. And, 21-4, we got our ass busted. And my neighbor had enough courage to be like, "Yo, let's run it back." I said, "Y'all running it back. It's not with me. I'm sorry. I'm going home and I'm cooking a steak sandwich."
Yeah, running back is crazy after getting smoked 21-4. Like that, you at least gonna be like, "I'll run it back." Yeah, we switch the teams up. Like,
yeah. Let's do a redraft. Let's flip it. But nah, he's crazy.
I have our first game of the new season tonight, and have been informed that we either have 5 or 6 guys tonight. So I've already been rubbing around to some icy hot. Like, I'm already.
Wait, your season ended and started?
So our first season ended, or the winter season ended, like 3 weeks ago, maybe, when we did not qualify for the playoffs. So I think they take the top 6 teams of 10 or 11, and we finished 7th. But like, there was a clear gap between 6 and 7. Like, we were like 3 games back.
Is it the same squad?
Yeah, we're running back the same squad. We picked up one more guy who played with us for 1 game. He subbed 1 game, and he's nice. So I'm hoping. I think we're playoff bound this season. I think we're playoff bound. But we was informed today that we're only gonna have 5 or 6 guys. So I'm already a little bit like pissed off.
Damn. You gotta go Jordan in 02, bro. You gotta give him 40 with the Twitch.
Jordan in 02 is great.
Just some fat knee braces.
Yeah. Sometimes you gotta go back in the day. You feel me?
No, I'm already upset about it. It's can't do that for the first game. Like Justin knows this. He's seen it. I like treating my basketball like I'm a hockey shift. Like, I want to get in there. I want to get real aggressive for like 4 or 5 minutes, and then I want to sip some Gatorade and clap.
Yeah. Mike is who you put in if you want to like make sure you go into halftime with like momentum.
Yeah. Listen, I know it's very on the nose to compare me to another short white guy, but it is real TJ McConnell energy. Like, that is what I'm doing. But anyways, yeah, Justin, have you been hooping at all, or just juicing for good for good health?
No, have I hooped? No, I don't think I've hooped in a minute. I started back running, and then like running is on the same day as hooping. So I played maybe once in March. That was the MVP game. I have not
went out on top.
Yeah, it's starting to get to that time of year where it's like outdoor basketball is possible. And I'm unsure what my level of that is gonna be. Because there's like, I can just go shoot around, but like doing like Steve is, you're running. I don't know if I want the asphalt, the asphalt on the knees also running too. Like,
you should try it though one time. If once pull up with me one time, and if it's buns, just never do it.
Absolutely, okay. I can give you that one.
I went down to Astoria Park a couple of times this past week, and I go when I make sure no one's going to be down there. Like, cause I don't want to, I'm not trying to get tricked into running. Like I'm out there. Now I'm in my era of finding like these actually, this is Justin's fault. Justin sends me like one corporate basketball influencer, and then all of a sudden my entire feed is like, here are the 5 mistakes you won't make while taking jump shots. and so now I'm out here running fucking shooting drills at Astoria Park on a jump which isn't helpful anyways.
What was that?
I don't know. I thought that was on your end.
No, yeah, that was. I accidentally hit play on my Spotify, and I was running the Queen. So We Will Rock You just came on.
Yeah, he was trying to flip it on you.
I know.
He's like, I was running the Freddie Mercury. It's
couldn't be me.
It's cool. It's cool.
Oh man, you know who needs to be listening to some Queen while they're playing ball is Russ. We need. I feel bad for Russ, man. I think spent most of this season being embraced by the Denver fans. He's played well. I mean, he has played well, but it just
he's legitimately changed like the viewpoint of this part of his career almost with like how well he's playing this season.
Right. It seems like the fans love him. He loves being there. His teammates love him. That was a tough stretch against Minnesota on Tuesday. That was not great.
I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I think Russell Westbrook got to get somebody to off Steven Adams. That's how I'm feeling. I feel like Steven Adams ruined his life. Cause bro, for real. Cause we was gassing him everything. If you look at what he did in Washington, they won like 10 games. Then they got to the 8th place. He averaged a triple-double. Nobody gave a fuck. Nobody cared. And it's because Steven Adams went to some random person's podcast and talking about my man was stat padding and this, that, and the third. And I feel like now he got to get somebody to run up with him with a blicky. That's what Russell Westbrook got to do.
Wait, wow. I think I completely missed that. I did not even see Steven Adams did that.
Okay, when did you hear about the stat padding? You don't remember. Because Steven Adams has deleted this evidence. I'm telling you, it's Steven Adams. They went like this to Steven Adams. I can't do a New Zealand accent. They go, so when you was with Westbrook in that crazy season, was he really stat padding? And my man goes, well, he will go hard. He would make sure that we know what to do. Which means instead of saying no, you basically said yes, brother. And ever since then, we've been looking like Westbrook is funny in the light. Mind you, though, that game was crazy. For him to do that in the span of, 20 seconds?
No, not even, dude. It's like 13.
13 seconds is crazy. I'm not defending what Westbrook did, but I do feel like Steven Adams has made a major tarnish to his image of his capability as a basketball player.
It's crazy. There was like 4 different things in that sequence of events that if he like just did one different thing, like it's a completely different outcome. Like even just the attempting of the layup. Also, he smoked that layup so hard. Like, that didn't even, you know what I mean? It didn't like roll around the rim. I don't even think that got to the break. I think that hit rim first, like before it got backboard.
Yeah, he just messed up. Every decision was the wrong one that he made. Like, he could have just dribbled it out, got fouled, he missed the layup. The fake hustle contest on the 3. A 3 that is so far away that it's just like, at this point, dog, just do the Luke Cornett. Put your hands up.
Yeah, just jump from where you are.
You're not gonna block his 3-point jump shot, man.
No. Also, this was like in the 3rd watch of that like 1-minute clip. I didn't realize that when he missed the layup, he just kind of stood there for a second, probably stunned that he missed the layup. And then because of that, I think he got back late and then got to Nickeil Alexander-Walker late. And then that turned into the foul. So just even standing there for a second after the blown layup. My favorite take, this might have been one of you guys in the group chat, but my favorite thing was, I forget who said it, but somebody was like, even SGA's family's making sure he's getting, that Shea is getting MVP because his cousin Nickeil Alexander-Walker out there making sure they got the W. Was that you? Yeah. That's my favorite take of the whole thing, I think.
Yeah, let's be for real, though. Let's be for real. Let's all be for real. he's getting this MVP the same way Karl Malone got the shit in 97 and 98 because Jokic is insane, bro. I swear to you, I watched the whole game from start to finish. First of all, when I tuned in, I was tight. I was upset because I'm like, yo, damn, my man Murray not even playing. This guy Jokic was even trying, dog. He looked like he was just going with the motions. How you get 61 going with the motions, bro? He was just, all right, this shit easy. All right, he'll brick a shit and just tap it in, bro. It was like he was playing with his cousins, bro. I've never seen no shit like that. That's insane.
Playing with his cousins.
The quote from Anthony Edwards after the game was so good that he like broke character almost for a second, where Anthony Edwards is like, "This is the best. He's the best basketball player I've ever played with, outside of myself, of course." He caught himself for a second. But those are always my favorite reactions when like you talk to somebody who like played against them right after the game, and it was like that's the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life. Like almost like he's confused, and they're like, "Oh, how did you switch up your game plan?" And you're like, "We were talking in the huddle that we just hope he missed." That's crazy. Do you think Jokic is going to be is this going to be the best season by anyone to not win the MVP?
It's got to be, right? It's got to be.
Oh shit! Whoa!
Yeah, it's got to be, right?
What happened?
You know Jokic's stats are insane, but I just like looked at it. And
yeah, read it out. Read it out.
Yeah, it's innocent, bro.
What was it? 29.7 third for points per game, third in the league. 12.8 rebounds, third in the league. 10.2 assists, second in the league. 57.5% field goal, eighth in the league. That's
what's his three? Do you have his 3-point percentage up there too? Because I remember he was shooting like north of 45 for a while.
Right now, he's only shooting 41.
Oh, that's it, huh?
Oh, what's going on? Hold on.
That is crazy. Like, because remember when Russ when he averaged a triple double, everybody's like, "Holy shit!" Which rightfully so. And I think all of Jokic's numbers are considerably higher than when Russ averaged it.
Yeah, for sure.
And I don't think to like Steve's point, I don't think anybody's ever said, "Oh, Jokic is stat padding." No, Jokic is just he's big and he's getting a rebound. He's the actual lead ball handler on that team, so he's getting assists. Like all this stuff is above board, and it's like I don't even know what you say about him. Like, because some of the criticisms of him, if you were making him like, oh, maybe he's not like always aggressive or doesn't seem to want to take over an offense. But then this year, he's just done that. Like they have less scores. Jamal Murray's been wishy-washy enough and on. He just scored more points. Like, what can you say against him at this point?
I feel like the criticism for people is they think like he's like a boring guy or he doesn't care, which both things could be true. But what I do think about him that we have to give respect to is that he cracked the code. Like I felt like he knows how to do nearly everything, and he has like every kind of like adjustment to make. So when the dude makes the free throw, I don't know if you guys remember this, they pass it to him and he tries to fucking swing it in a second, like a slap, like a volley.
Oh yeah, he tried to like volley it.
Yo, when I thought about that shit, I'm like, yo, he's bugging. But in reality, I'm like, yo, if that shit went in, it would have counted, and that's smart to do, bro. I'm telling you, he's like a scientist, bro. That's why he don't care. The shit is too easy for because he got it up here. You feel me?
Yeah, that was like legitimately the only like sliver 0.001% chance of him like hitting the ball 90 feet into the rim, and he still tried it, and he made contact. Like it didn't go anywhere,
but it wasn't even like a fuck around thing. Like mentally, he was like, "Well, I could slap this in." Like
that's what the boring thing though. Like he may be a boring person, but who cares? He's not boring on the court, dog. That shit is fun. I think he leads the league in heaves at the end of the quarter, so he tries. Like you saw him hitting that magic pass. 2 games in a row in the like dish off spin move passes. It's insane.
I think the last time we recorded, it was the like day after he hit a Euro step full court shot.
Like it was water, bro. Yeah, like nothing but net, dog. I was like, what kind of bullshit is this?
Man, if I'm, I guess right now he's probably at the peak of his statistical powers, but it feels like his game seems like a game that you get a lead scorer in there, and he doesn't have to do that, and he can just easily settle into that second option, control the game. I would, if I was a free agent, like a scorer, I'd be like, how do I get myself to Denver?
If I'm anybody that's been somewhat disappointing that hasn't like lived up to the hype, I would just show them Aaron Gordon tape. I'd be like, remember all the Aaron Gordon conversations in Orlando? Oh, he's a bust. He's not gonna be that guy. You put him in. We're like, hey man, listen, I just need you to cut and then hit open corner threes and defend. Can you do that? All of a sudden, Gordon's like one of the most important, one of the X factors heading into the playoffs. Right, Aaron Gordon, just by cutting.
You see, I mean, in that Timberwolves game, I think it was maybe the first or second overtime. I can't remember, but towards the end of it, they were down 2. And Gordon just got the ball, brought it up court, pull up 3, nothing but that. They're like, what? Aaron Gordon is doing that?
I will say there is someone making a case against Nikola Jokic. And today, ESPN brought on NBA great Marcus Morris Sr., who said he doesn't have Jokic top 20.
Hey, wait. Is that the Morris who he basically almost ended his career, gave him whiplash because he hit him so hard?
I think he hit Markieff, right? I think he hit Markieff, but
Markieff. I mean, they twins. They both felt that.
Stephen A. had, and I've very rarely given Stephen A. any praise, but he had a very funny response to that where he was like, I would just like to thank Marcus Morris for taking some heat off of me today.
Yeah, I think Morris is high. I think he was smoking some good shit before he pulled up to the ESPN studio, as he should, because he's not playing ball and weed is great. But I think at this point, if you're not gonna say he's top 20, I just want to see a list. If you're gonna say some crazy shit like that on national television, I just need your whole rebuttal because that is wild. Yeah.
I mean, like longevity is a big thing now, but whose 5 years compares with Jokic's last 5 years? Literally, and all you need is 5 years at this elite level, 3 MVPs, a championship, like a potential 4th.
And I think it was career. Yeah. I mean, like I know we talked about Larry Bird last week, but I think he had 3 consecutive MVPs during like a run. Like that was something crazy. He did. Trey yesterday in Hoop Sense compared him to he was like, is that modern day Wilt? Like, is this what watching Wilt was like back then, where he's just, the only stat, like if you read any sort of box score off, if you're like, oh, did you see Jokic last night? Like, there's no numbers that you would be like, no way. Like if you found it, he went for 75, 18, and 18. You'd be like, dude's fire. You know what I mean? He just did 61, 10, and 10.
I'm agreeing with you.
It's wild. It's wild.
But me personally, no disrespect to Will. I think Jokic's shit is more impressive because like there's like much more competition currently than back. No disrespect to Will. It's insane to have 100 points, 15 blocks, of course. But like to have 61, 11, and 12 against like a better league, that's crazier to me. Me personally.
Yeah. I agree. It's just different circumstances. Also, I think
JJ Redick's about to start yelling.
Hey, Wilt might have been the most athletic person to ever exist at that time.
He was wild. He was wild.
So he watched those highlights and he was like, hey, what? My man is actually jumping from the free throw line, like straight up long jumping and just dropping it in.
Yeah, the block. They were showing footage again on this like Celtics doc of like Wilt versus Bill Russell, and both of them look like they look like you were playing a video game and you had like extra height that you could add to your guy, and it's like 2 monsters playing against a bunch of dads at the Y. Like it's nuts. It's nuts.
Before we get on the next topic, I just want to say one thing. If we give it a SGA, right? Let's say they give the MVP to SGA. Do you think next season my man's got it? That's what I want to know. Like, do you think it's going to be more than 3 by the end of his career?
I mean, I think so. Because like to Justin's point, it's not like Jokic is playing like Derrick Rose. You know what I mean? Like these knees can probably do that for as long as he wants to. So I imagine his numbers stay bulky like that. I don't even know who else could make another jump? Like Anthony Edwards, maybe. The only other thing that I would say is like if you could see Luka in LA for a full season, get on that green juice for the offseason. I could see him be somebody that's like that gets a jump up there. But I'm with you. If he doesn't win this year, I would imagine, dude, especially if if SGA wins and then the Thunder don't win the finals or make it to the finals, SGA won't be winning another one. He'll be on that Embiid track.
Yeah.
When they get mad at you.
No, time out. It's crazy for me to think Kobe Bryant is better than Larry Bird, but he just compared SGA to Embiid. Is nuts.
No. Hold on.
He will never go out like that. He'll never go out like that.
Right. No. I just mean like Embiid won the MVP. They got bounced in the first or second round, I think. And and then the Nuggets went on to win the finals. And it was basically cemented there that Embiid was never going to win another MVP until. So I'm just saying, if the Thunder like flame out early in the first round, or not the first round, but early in the playoffs, I think it'd be really hard for him to win it like a second consecutive year. I'm not saying he's going to go full Embiid.
You see in Wesley in the chat saying Jokic is 167 games away from passing Bird and Magic in games played.
Wow.
Like, yeah, because they played, Bird played all the 80s and it is back.
Yeah.
You know what, bro? You know what? I seen that. Maybe it might be Draymond Green, right? Draymond Green was saying like, yo, you can't compare eras or something because of something where it's like, we don't got to respect you, the level of competition. You got to understand, bro. You got to respect the different eras. You all know why? Because Larry Bird was cooking motherfuckers and he was drinking a 6-pack of Budweiser in between halftime, bro. My man Michael Ray Richardson smoked Pookie and averages like nearly a fucking triple-double. What are we saying, bro?
Michael Ray, I just got that.
What are we saying we can't compare? Yo, they were going crazy back in the day. Are you serious?
There was a whole decade where you just did cocaine. That was like a part of the game.
Yo, what are we saying? Like, come on. That's more impressive if you think about it, dog.
They were talking. Oh, go ahead, Jeff.
I would say that's underrated when they talk about the high scoring of the 80s. Like, yeah, remember when like 2 teams got suspended for cocaine? Like half the Rockets?
Yeah, I mean, the whole Lakers series that we like I mean, it was just like a cocaine-fueled television show.
Yeah, come on, man. We gotta give props where it's due, man. We gotta give props where it's due.
They were talking in that Celtics doc too. Sorry to bring that up again. Of them just smoking in the stadium, like in the arena. You're just playing like it's in a bar in Florida.
Yeah. Have you ever seen the thing where they like photographers say that's why all the pictures look great?
Yeah.
From that era, it's just because the smoke made the lighting better.
It's I mean, you just think about how they were traveling too. Like,
it wasn't private.
Yeah. Come on, man. Let's go, man. Let's give it up for the other eras, man. You know who we can't give it up for? A gun-toting, not playing basketball player, John Morant. There's a lot of controversy surrounding our man once again, and it's because of 2 reasons. The first reason is making a gun taunt to the bench of his opponent, and I don't know if you guys heard this. I heard he got our man Taylor Jenkins fired. Yo. Have you heard this rumor?
I think gun fingers should be fine unless you have gotten in trouble specifically for guns.
It's the Gilbert Arenas rule.
Like you should do a crossbow, a sword. Like, I don't know, you're gonna do a different weapon. You can't do a gun.
Yeah, that is funny. Like every other weapon, we're just like, that's fine. Whatever. But the gun is like, come on,
that's too far. But like Buddy also did the gun, but Buddy doesn't have any gun charges. I think it's fine if Buddy does it.
For sure.
No, I will say I don't know. I've heard the Taylor Jenkins Josh stuff, but they also fired his assistants and then brought in random assistant coaches too before the season. So it seemed like they was trying to get my man's out of there. And firing your coach with like 9 games left is kind of wild, unless he did something. I don't know. Because now they're just free falling into the play-in, and which is, you know what, is going to be good for us because now we're going to get either the Nuggets, Lakers, or Warriors in the first round series. So maybe shout out to the Grizzlies owner, that 39-year-old tech bro dude. But
9 games is nuts. That is like that's like when somebody quits their job, they like give their 2 months notice or whatever, and then take like a month vacation, like right in that. You know what I mean? Like you can't do that, right? But right before the playoffs is nuts.
It is like you said. It's not looking. Look, Memphis is dead in the water. I think we all agree on that.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to play Memphis in the first round because it's a team that down season, injured most of it. Yeah. Arguably not their best player. I don't even know if it's arguably right now.
No,
because Jaren Jackson's in balling.
He's wilding, yeah. He's wilding, most definitely.
They got a coach. Ja ain't even. There's no fun highlights anymore. That's what's the most disappointing to me. Like he's not fun anymore. And now it's just kind of like
My thing is, if he did get his coach fired 9 games before everything's done, I respect it because that means you really didn't fuck with him. And I just want to know what monologue you gave the front office. Like, yo, I could go to this city, but if you get rid of Taylor, I might. Like, I just want to see how it went down. But I do think Ja Morant has to go on the craziest run this playoffs to be talked about in the same breath as a Tatum or SGA. And I'm not gonna lie to you, brothers, I don't think he got it in no more. And I'm happy because I never fucked with him. So this is great for me. This is great for me. But you know what makes all of this better? Steph Curry gave them boys 50 on their head top, boy. Ooh, my boy was cold. How much threes was it? 12?
12. Yeah.
12.
Ooh, brother. Everybody is saying the Warriors is trash. Steph Curry's great. What are your honest opinions? If Steph Curry is healthy, what do you think he could do with this cast of people that he currently has?
Man, I think they could be the second best team in the West.
Okay.
Right? Yeah. Like I think 2 through like 45 in the West, I feel like are all the same to me, you know? Like they all have upside, they all have flaws.
I wouldn't be surprised to see them lose in the first round. I wouldn't be surprised to see them in the Western Conference Finals. Like to Mike's point, because the matchups are maybe you just run in the Nuggets and Jokic is you, or you know they overcome that. They go through the Rockets, which I think those the whoever's in that 3-6 is like, oh, these young teams, let's go.
Yeah, I mean,
and they get to the Western Conference Finals, so it's like I truly don't know, but they have legs now. They have Jimmy, they have Steph. I think clearly recognizing that this is probably the last chance. Mm-hmm. Like Draymond is not. Draymond is bringing it. He's trying. Jimmy's trying, but you know all the factors aren't going to be in their favor next year.
Well, I think
especially with these people.
What's wild, right, is that if because Houston, I think, is going to be the 2 seed. So, like, whoever is the 7 seed, we're talking about a team that gets out of the play-in, is going to get Houston in the first round. And would you rather that or freaking LeBron and Luka or Jokic in the first round?
Yeah, they're fucked.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Fucked.
Like,
yeah.
And it is crazy how matchup-based it is, where I think if Golden State plays a team like Minnesota or even the Lakers, I think I might take Golden State. But if they play Denver, I think Denver would be cooked in the first round, or would cook them in the first round. But then if Denver plays Minnesota, I think Denver could be cooked in the first round. It's just like crazy how matchup based it is.
Whoa. You speaking Cleon right now. No. The Denver Nuggets would clean the Timberwolves. Don't let this season shit fool you, my guy. You don't let this season shit fool you, my guy.
They got him last year, right?
In the playoffs.
Whoa. That's a different squad. We got Julius Randle, man, my guy. We got Big Ragu selling me T-Mobile cell phones, my guy. It's not the same squad. I trust Denver. Playing Minnesota, I trust Denver.
All right. You heard it here.
If I'm wrong, I'll look like a dickhead. I ain't gonna hold you. I hope I'm not wrong, but that's crazy to say to me.
Look, I got to tell. We could jump right back to this, but I got to tell you, for the last like 2 minutes while we were doing this part, I was trying to find the right Omar clip from The Wire when he has the monologue thinking about Ja Morant going into the front office. That's how I couldn't, like it's all in the game and he's just holding the shotgun. Like, that's how I couldn't find it though, but I was looking for this whole time. But who do you guys think is like the like the most dangerous team to the Thunder right now? Of like from Rockets, literally Rockets all the way down to the Clippers.
Specifically the Thunder?
Yeah, or I guess like if it's not the Thunder, who do you think has the best chance of coming out of the West?
Damn. You know what? I think specifically the Thunder, it could be the Lakers.
I like
just specifically the Thunder, mostly because their Thunder aren't big. I mean, they are big, kind of, but I think they're big in a way that the Lakers can match up with them, and they have the two guys who also play similar position to their two guys. I'm not saying the Lakers would beat them. I think I'm gonna have the Thunder to win the championship this year. I think that's where, if I'm betting, I think that's my bet. But I think that might be the one matchup. They may never play though.
I know it is kind of crazy. Like if you're on the West, you're just trying to jockey to play the Thunder as late into the playoffs as possible. Like you want that other side of the bracket, so you like we don't touch you until the conference final. And then even if we lose in the conference finals to one of the best regular season teams of all time, no one's mad. Like it was a good run. It was a good run. You get bounced in the first round, you're cooked. What about you, Steve? Are you on the Lakers side of stuff too with LeBron and Luka, or where you at?
I'm going to say there's only one team I think that could for real give them a run for their money, and that's the Nuggets. I think every other team, I think they're going to slap the shit out of them. Like, do I think Luka and LeBron is nice? Yeah, for sure. But I just don't see them turn. I could be wrong too. I don't see them turning it up because of where LeBron's at right now. But he might go to doctor, get the little substance like Demi Moore, and he might turn it up one time for his son and get the ring. We don't know. He might get the little injection, the HGH. We don't know. But as of right now, I think the biggest threat to the OKC, and I think they'll agree as well, would probably be the Denver Nuggets.
I get it just because it's Jokic. I'll throw one more, and they legit could play him in the first round. I think the Clippers, man. I think they've got one of the best coaches. I think you don't need Kawhi to play back-to-back games. You also don't need James Harden to be your best guy on a playoff team. You got Norman Powell, who's healthy and looking good. And Zubac is nice, man. Like
so nice.
He's not going to be in the most improved conversation, but he's like putting up 22 and 12 like every single night now. He's been awesome.
Yeah, he's like a legit, like every team in the league would have Zubac.
Right.
So
it's nuts. So I think that I kind of think the Clippers could be feisty. Like they play defense, they can score. Their bench is a little bit thin, but whatever. It's the playoffs. You play like 7 guys anyways. I think that Bogdan Bogdanovic pickup at the All-Star or at the trade deadline. I think that'll be like sneaky important. Like he's a good playoff guy. So I don't know. I think the Clippers could get feisty. But like same thing with all these teams, man. I could see them taking OKC to 7 games or getting like swept by the Nuggets in the first round. You know?
I'll tell you, I am rooting for matchups. Like as it currently stands, I'm rooting for the Nuggets Warriors 4-5, and then the Lakers Clippers 3-6, Rockets Timberwolves 2-7, and then Thunder whoever the hell.
Yeah, I know.
Honestly, maybe like Thunder Suns, just because it's fun to see KD.
It's gonna be Dallas. Like Dallas is somehow making the playoffs, which is insane. Because Sacramento lost to the Wizards last night. Sacramento, who's trying to win games, lost to the team who's Jordan Poole only played 24 minutes last night. Kings lost to the Wizards.
Yeah, Sacramento is they're a game ahead of the Suns.
Yeah.
See, if I'm the GM of Sacramento, I'm doing the Mike Z move. I'm putting my 2 months in, and I'm going straight to Hawaii, bro. And when they call me, I'll be like, yo, bro, I did what I had to do. I got your Sabonis, yo. Stop hearing my line, bro, because there's nothing he could do, bro. I don't know what the fuck he could do to fix the team.
1-7 in the last 8.
That's crazy. That shit is crazy. That shit is crazy for real.
In a playoff push.
In a playoff push with 9 teams actively trying to lose games right now. Wow. Like a third of the league is tanking, and the Kings are 1-2.
Ooh, their last game in the season is versus Phoenix.
No.
It's Charlotte, Cleveland, Detroit, Denver, LA, Phoenix.
Yeah, cooked, man.
They might be done.
And can you imagine if that game does decide who is the last play-in spot? How many people on the Phoenix Suns roster are like, we need to lock in to make sure we make it as the 10 seed?
You about to get Olympic Durant.
Oh man.
An Olympic Colin Gillespie.
Oh man.
Oh, you might even like the Chrome Hearts King get on the court, drop a couple buckets.
The Chrome Heart King, come on, bro. Come on, bro.
All right, we almost screwed Justin over last episode by not talking the Pistons until the very end. So let's transition with a little intro video for him.
Detroit basketball. Detroit basketball.
All right, here we go. Before we turn the floor over, I want to share something that I saw this morning. I don't know if you saw this, Justin. The Pistons tweeted out a message from Tom Gores. In recent days, our team has faced scrutiny stemming from moments of intensity on the court. And let me be absolutely clear. We stand behind our players. I don't know the last time I have seen an owner come out to address like some flagrant fouls and suspensions. I love this. This is, to me, this is the bad boy Pistons are back, baby. That's what that was screaming.
Hell yeah. Tom Gore's trying to get that goodwill back after last year where people were telling him to sell the team. He know what he's doing. But yeah, man, it's beautiful to see. I hate this team takes on the identity of the city. I want them to win. I don't give a fuck if they like are tough or whatever, but this team is legit tough and it's not like fake. And they have a bunch of wild dudes. Ron Holland is somewhat of a crash out. He's always ready to scrap. Isaiah Stewart is just known for that. I was telling somebody, like I sent somebody a highlight. Isaiah Stewart hitting somebody with a behind the back like dribble and layup off like, oh look, he can't hoop. Then the next game, Isaiah Stewart suspended for fighting. That's the text I got from Mike. So
also, man, the clips of him. Oh, I didn't know that's why they called him Beef Stew. While it seemed like he was going for a punch, and he got Dante below the belt.
Yeah. I just want to call it. Isn't it beautiful? When I made that Detroit basketball thing, it was a joke because we got the number 1 pick with Cade Cunningham, and now we're about to be the 5th seed, and unfortunately play the very hot Pacers, which I don't love. But we might win 1 game. We might win 2. There was going to be a home playoff game in Detroit. So, look, they hung with the Thunder for most of the game without Cade, without Beef Stew, without Holland. And even though they lost by 16, that was all because after Durant got a pretty soft offensive foul, like 3 minutes left, they just gave up.
Yeah, let go of the boat.
they were down by like 12 1 minute later. But yeah. I love that they fought. I mean, hell, only one Eastern Conference team has beat the Thunder, and they were within 4. And being close that's not a victory. But hey, have you watched this team the last 15 years? Yeah, there are moral victories. Moral victories are for minor league coaches. Well, this is a minor league. It's been a minor league franchise, so I'll take it, man. I'll take it. I'll take blowing a game on ESPN. I'll take not having to watch NBA TV. God bless it, but I'm watching like babies race on the floor. No, man, put us on TV. Yo, I love it. I love it. I'm gonna ride it out. I don't care. Well, I will be disappointed. I need at least 2 playoff victories, and I need Cade to score like 40 once. But
he will.
I got your game plan, bro. I got your game plan. You gotta hit up JB right now. And what JB gotta do is he gotta get your boy Beef Stew to slap the shit out of Halliburton. Like, but to the point, hear me out, where he gonna be dazed and he can't make a pass because Halliburton not gonna fight back. Then what's the guy they got on the bench that be fighting everybody? Isaiah, was it Johnson? What's the guy's name?
James Johnson.
James Johnson gonna come for the bench, squabble up, boom, 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 boom. You lose, my man. Then Halliburton, feel me, can't pass. Then you get K to be like, yo, the biggest threat can't distribute the ball, and then Cade go crazy because they don't play that much. Well, they kind of do play defense now, but regardless, he can still cook him. Tell JB I got his back. All he got to do is give me like $500,000 right there.
There we go.
Let's get Steve paid.
Hashtag let's get Steve paid for real.
I think it was Bill Simmons too who called or was it somebody called him Ron Artest Holland, which I love.
Look, I sat close for a game when they played at Barclays. He's out there, man. He's the rookie. He's always talking. The vets are always like, "What the fuck are you doing?" Like, openly. But I love it. He plays hard. That's his game. He's a go hard. And
the problem is they've got the wrong veteran enforcer on the team. You know what I mean? Like if they had a James Johnson, they'd be like, Ron, I will show you the way of being an enforcer. But instead they got Beef Stew, who's like, let's fucking go. Like the two of them, I could just see them losing their shit in the locker room every night. Like if they're down 5 at halftime in one of these games and they're in the locker room, I could just see them, that Kevin Durant, Draymond Green meme hitting his chest.
I mean, you know, maybe Tobias will teach him some Zen ways, but it's fun. You got those two, and then you got like Dennis Schroeder being annoying. This is a scrappy team. Hey, look, my man SGA was like 10 for 30 yesterday. Okay,
he got 30 the hard way last night.
Yeah, 33-point effort. My man was not hitting shots. He was getting to the line, but they made it tough on him, and that's something.
It is. I think, man, I wish they were playing the Knicks or the Bucks in the first round. Like then I feel like the Pacers are a tough matchup for them, but I wouldn't be surprised if they.
Hey, but you know, we'll give them a run for the money. Hey, remember Beef Stew got into a Miles Turner and told him to shut up. You play with Legos.
Yo, when you guys watch this Pistons, you don't feel like we're back in 2006? Like not
just a little bit more offense.
Yeah, but the style of play is like one of those like gritty teams, like the old school like Memphis. You remember like in 2010, where there's just a whole bunch of dudes just going hard and they tough. Grind. Yeah, I love that. If I don't get a fight in the playoffs, JB, we got a problem.
No, we will get a fight. I mean, that team fights people when they play themselves. They play a team once, and then you're gonna play the same team a bunch of times in a row. Like, yeah, they're for sure gonna fight.
And look, and to that 2006 point, we got Cade, who's not a foul grifter. He's like plays it very like 20 years ago. He doesn't get to. I hope, and that's one thing I am hoping changes though. They got to call some fouls on my man and get him to the line because he be getting hit.
Well, all it takes is a couple of fist pounds on the press conference table from JV Bickerstaff. Still one of like the best wind up to losing your shit moments where it's just like you can like see it happening. It's almost like somebody on the drums where it's getting a little bit louder and a little bit louder. It's great.
It's crazy watching your coach actually stick up for the team, unlike last year or Monty Williams, which is like
Monty Williams, ultimate bag getter. That like really, I think as we get some time away from that, we will really appreciate what he did.
If we ever do a ski mask all-stars draft, he's the coach.
Yo, but you know who might be the greatest of all time in that position? Don't play basketball. Neymar Jr. Neymar. Look how many games he played in Saudi, and look how much bread he got. Because it's not.
I forgot he went to Saudi.
It's not more than 10 games.
Is he still over there?
Nah, he in Brazil. They got tired of his shit. He in Brazil.
Wow. Yeah. Good for him. Good for him.
You know who we should give kudos to? Come on, man. The young king of the jab step. Come on, Mr. New York. Come on, big PR. Let's give it up for Carmelo for getting the Hall of Fame first try. Let's go. Come on,
Mr. Podcast. Mr. Podcast now.
Yeah, no comments on the podcast. But I was watching his highlights when he was in Blazers with the 00, and I was like, damn, he was moving crazy. God bless him, man. No ring, but such a great play. I'm happy for him.
Yeah, he's just like, I'll always remember Denver Melo was fun. That's when I rooted, because I was never really a Knicks guy. So that's why when he was on the Nuggets, I loved that team. And I hated the Lakers, so I really wanted them to give it to the Lakers in the playoffs. Well, I just didn't. Come on, I'm from Boston. I hated the Lakers, but and that jerseys, those blue jerseys were so nice with Melo. It was just the yellow headband era too.
It was those. I think those blue jerseys for me are the most iconic jerseys of the 2000s. Just like I mean, I think it's because Melo had it, and I saw
Yeah.
it so much. But it was like that aesthetic of the kind of shiny jersey with like these weird like off primary colors like
Yeah.
baby blue. I think that's what sticks out to my head. Also, the Melo had the cornrows too, like after AI era. You what, Steve?
Nah. You saying real shit right now. It's you taking me back, bro.
That was impactful.
Super. Where I was from, if you had that jersey, either Iverson or Carmelo used a bad boy. It was that jersey and the black Timberwolves, Garnett.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Either or, you was crushing.
That's how you. Yeah. That's a great call. Those were like the two iconic ones. Then, do you think? Oh my God, I completely forgot what I was gonna say. God damn it! I had a good mellow thing to say here. And now, this is what I was gonna say. This was the first player being inducted to the Hall of Fame that made me feel old.
Really?
Yeah, I've like Melo being done because I don't know. Melo is feel like a moment of youth for me. Like I associate that with being younger.
Are y'all same high school class?
No, no. I think I was. When he was a freshman at Syracuse, I think I was a junior or a senior. I might have been like a year or two behind him.
Okay.
But it was close. But it was close to it. But just thinking about like watching him in college, I guess I feel that way with JJ Redick a little bit. But JJ not in the Hall of Fame. I don't know, something about him just being done. Like this guy's career is done. And not only is it done, we're now honoring him into the Hall of Fame. And when I think of Hall of Fame, that just screams old to me.
Yeah.
And so that's
like he ain't been playing for a minute.
Yeah, right.
It is cool that he's definitely settled into the NBA cool guy. The guy who's players still look up to, who can make media appearances. He's like has his podcast. He became the unofficial assistant coach at the Olympics. Like Melo
I love that.
Yeah, Melo is like very much around the game.
What a like cool spot to be in where like whether it's FIBA or the Olympics and the United States is like, hey, let's just send Melo and Sue Bird. Like just have them around. Like I love that. Yeah, shut up, Melo. Even though he's ringless, he's probably my favorite ringless guy. I'd put him above Chuck.
That.
Yeah,
I respect that. Iverson for me, but I respect that.
Yeah, Iverson's a good one too.
Yeah, and it's for Melo. It's hard to be like too. It does suck he didn't win, but it's hard to be too crazy. My man was playing with Nene. And you know what? Who had a couple 2-3 years where it was like one of the better bigs in the league. Man.
Yo, he had Canby, Nene, Kenneth Faried.
Yo, shut up, Marcus Camby, though. Hold on. Marcus Camby, stand here. We're talking. Oh, God. Love Camby.
You like him in Denver like that, though?
I would say you like 35-year-old Marcus Camby.
Yeah, that's what I'm curious about.
I'm talking Toronto Camby, New York Camby. Marcus Camby. I went to. I remember being a kid. Marcus Camby and Lou Rowe. Lou Rowe was on UMass Amherst, like those Final Four teams. And I remember going to a game, and I wasn't smart enough yet. And everybody was going Lou for Lou Rowe during the introductions, and I think I like cried because I was like, why are they booing Lou Rowe? Like, we love Lou. And my dad's like, you dumbasses, Lou. But man, I love Marcus Camby.
Actually, no, you know what? No, let me not disrespect. He won Defensive Player of the Year at 32 on the Nuggets, and then followed up with second place. So
to the crowd, sometimes we don't know ball, but what I do know about UMass is I did a comedy show there one time, and the group of college students that booked us, they were like, hey, do you want to go back to the dorm? We have lean. And I said, UMass is different.
Yeah, dude. I know.
I never told you this story, Justin?
No.
You know people that was at the show, so they can vouch for me.
I probably know that improv group too, the UMass one, because I remember that was a famous one.
It was a great show though. Great.
Hell yeah.
Great kids.
You didn't want to go. Wait, Steve, you didn't want to play some Zip Zap Walk?
Nah. Yeah. We gotta end it there, man. We gotta end it there, man.
Yeah, buddy.
I'm crying. I know we got shit to talk about, but we don't know more. Yo. Oh,
Shout out to
God.
UMass. Shout out to Mello.
Before we get out of here, I just want to plug in. I'm doing Justin's show April 26th.
Oh, hell yeah.
Please pull up. I have a very special guest who has been nominated for a Grammy and on television. I have a very special guest. If this special guest could come through, this set might change your life. I'm working on it.
Wow. All right.
Yeah, what time is it? 9:30. 9:30, right? Just 8:30.
Yeah.
Come through. UCB.
Oh.
UCB.
So funny.
Oh my God.
We're just jumping in saying Honey Nut Cheerios. That's crazy.
Honey Nut Cheerios.
We didn't have to bring that up. This is a celebration.
Yo,
I'm out here.
Yo, you just listen to 89 Cast. This is the best basketball podcast in the world. That's Mike. That's Justin. May all your endeavors go well, and may all your jump shots be wet like water. Stay up like a hard dick. You heard me?